Moving closer to kickoff now here in the Irish capital of Dublin. Today, a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
That's hard! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a huge play right off the bat. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Number 14
yards.
with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
17-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod down to throw on first down. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Rodgers going up top again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Un punto más, un punto más.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run. This is Mason. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays,
he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
and now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and let's see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 13 yards on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. the run game and the pass game. Everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
To the air once more is McCarthy. To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. The Vikings move out to a 7-3 lead.
Steelers 3.
Get this point. That's really good.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. That's on the guard, Isaac Seumalo.
Still 1st down.
On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. And 3rd down coming up.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Doing there, they made sure he would not get free. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to Add on to that, this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. Oh, and he is deep-leaded on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
The Vikings, 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Minnesota. Throwing again is McCarthy. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
It's 1st down and no run. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. So after 1, it's the Vikings with the edge. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. In motion, it's Jefferson. They showed jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3.
Vikings 14, Steelers 3.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Ivan Pace getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
From the gun, Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 32 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A run with Gainwell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So anytime a defense sees an offense set up with an empty backfield, a lot of times these blitzes, these are checks. And this is where, as a quarterback, you have to understand who is accounted for by my protection and who is not. Anybody who blitzes that you can't block, that job is on you to get that ball out of your hand.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
First down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Now, screen set up from Mason. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's 1st and goal.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he will do it himself. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Vikings extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Steelers 6.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. Good return as he takes it across the 30. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
2nd and 11. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 2nd down, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Pittsburgh and I back to Dublin after this. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Rodgers to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Catch made by Thielen. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Still second down.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Third and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Rolling right. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Metcalf left side. He's got him.
Rodgers pass complete to DK Metcalf. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 15-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A carry now for Scott. And he's in! Touchdown, Minnesota.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Reichert now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings will extend this third quarter lead.
28, Steelers 6.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That one on the former 1st-rounder, Troy Faltanu.
Still 3rd down.
So, after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Throwing, Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front, and 3rd down just became a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Again, it's Rodgers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's swung out to Mason. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. He'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this offense just continues to roll now, and defensively, they need to stop. They cannot let this lead get any larger. They've got to hold them to 3 if they're going to have any chance of finding themselves back in this game.
Mason. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
In motion, Naylor. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. On the ground is Mason. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll try and run for it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jordan Mason, touchdown Vikings. And That touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. First down for Aaron. He finds Metcalf on the slant. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll run the draw with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Now, someone up front moves early.
Ball start.
Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rodgers taking off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run with Warren, and he'll manage chance to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Looking to set up the screen, but it's broken up and incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was taken down at the
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And the Vikings first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On play action, here's McCarthy. It's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll run it. This is Scott, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
In motion, Naylor. A run on 1st and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Good blocking, and he's pinned. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will add one more onto their big lead.
42. Steelers 6.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Whoa! The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one grabbed by Austin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end, and then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Rodgers going up top again. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So a win here for the Vikings. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.